Hi everybody, this is my kindergarten through 3rd grade assignment for our new artist of the month, Yayoi Kusama. She drew a lot of geometric patterns, a lot of polka dots. So we're going to be kind of combining these two ideas here and drawing the pumpkin from this one and the idea of a geometric pattern from this one. So for this assignment, you are going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, and either colored pencils or crayons. And I recommend having either some markers or a black Sharpie marker so that you can make your pencil lines look really good and really make these polka dots stand out. So to start with the pumpkin, we kind of draw this pear shape that's in the middle and start with that. And then you are going to want to add 3 little sections onto each side. This pumpkin is really abstract and just kind of lumpy, so it doesn't really matter if it's perfect. You're just kind of doing some curved lines, some little squiggles, and just making like these weird shapes. And see, it looks kind of weird until I have it all done. So there's the pumpkin part. You're going to want to give it a stem. And then figure out what kind of polka dots you want to do. I kind of did, the middle is one different pattern of polka dots, and then the 2 on the outside match, those ones match, and those ones match. So if you want to do it like that, you can. If you want to do the same polka dots on the whole thing, that's fine. Or if you want a different pattern of polka dots for each one, you can do that. And there, all of my polka dots are drawn, so the pumpkin has been all drawn. I uploaded onto the Google Classroom these different background pattern ideas. These are different things that you can draw for your background. So you can pick one of these, you can come up with your own little design. So there's all of those. I did kind of big triangular square shapes. Like I kind of just took my pencil and just started with a triangle, turned that into a kind of a square, and just kind of kept drawing my lines everywhere. This is my lesson for the 4th through 6th grade. I did smaller little triangles around that. So you can do really any of the designs you want. I'm going to try, let's see, what should I do? I think I'm gonna try this one with kind of these curved, they're kind of like triangles, but they're kind of curved. So I think I'm going to, kind of make that curved triangle shape and just kind of keep making shapes like that. And this is, again, something just kind of crazy, doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little bit crazy. Doesn't really look super good until you get it all colored. So make sure, don't get discouraged if you don't like how it looks until it gets all colored. And if you do have markers, it does look a little bit better if you get all of your pencil lines traced over with a marker or color dark with a black crayon. It does make it look a little better. And my background has been drawn. If you have a black marker, this is where I would recommend tracing over all those pencil lines you made and coloring your polka dots in. if you have a marker, it really makes all of that stand out. So I would use a marker if you have it. If not, you could take a black colored pencil and trace pretty dark, or use a crayon and trace dark. But this is the time for you to get all of those lines traced over and color those polka dots in. Now I have everything all traced over. Everything has been traced with my black Sharpie marker, and I have no pencil lines. My polka dots are colored in with the black. Now, since I have all this pattern behind my pumpkin, it kind of blends, everything kind of blends together. So to make the pumpkin stand out, we're going to use something called complementary colors. So if you look at a color wheel, I've also uploaded a color wheel to your Google Classroom for you to look at. Colors that are across from each other are called complementary colors. They make each other stand out. So if I color my background blue and my pumpkin orange, it'll really stand out. Kind of like how I did on this little mushroom. The background is blue, mushroom is orange, makes it really stand out. Purple and yellow, and red and green. So for mine, I'm going to be using purple and yellow. And to make the pumpkin stand out even more, I will be using a marker for that and colored pencil for my background. You can also add like colors that look nice together. So I had my dark blue and my light blue for the background so that it was more interesting and it wasn't just one color. So if you decide to use blue, most crayon packs have a light blue and a dark blue, kind of like this. The mushroom, I used red and orange because they look really good together. So that could be an option, to use red and orange together. Or most crayons have a dark red and a light red, so that would be a good option. Most colored pencil packs also have two greens, a light green and a dark green. So if we were doing this with green and red, we could use the background being dark green and light green, and the pumpkin being the light red and the dark red, and that would look really good. But I'm going to use my purple and my light blue for the background, and I'm gonna use yellow. Oh wait, I'm gonna use marker for that. Yellow and orange for my pumpkin, because yellow and orange look really good, purple and blue look really good. But make sure that your main colors are your two that are complementary. So don't like color the whole pumpkin orange with just a tiny bit of yellow if you're going to use yellow and purple. So let's get started coloring. Here is my completed pumpkin. When you finish yours, I shouldn't see any white space on the paper. Your pumpkin should be colored, the whole background should be colored, and look at how my pumpkin stands out from the background since I used those complementary colors. The yellow really pops against that purple. So don't forget to upload your pictures to Google Classroom so I can see them, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson.